welcome to another beautiful day in Shanghai. Today is 28th of December 2024. The weather is quite cold. It's 4 degrees Celsius and as you can see, quite windy as well. Hello? Yeah, so I decided to walk towards People Square, the Bund, from the hotel I was staying here. I stayed overnight here in the Ocean Hotel. The Bund is supposed to be around 3 kilometers walk, so I'm walking towards that side. There we go, guys. Just wanted to show you how Shanghai is during these cold days. Usually Shanghai does not experience much snow during winter time, but it does on occasion. I remember, 2 years ago it snowed once, but it never stays. So let me turn the camera to the front side, and then you can see the city more better. Beautiful, very clean streets, obviously. You can see all these shopping malls. They are everywhere in Shanghai. So when you come to China, as a quick tip, if you have never been here, you need to make sure that you download a few apps. One of them is Baidu. Baidu is the kind of Chinese version of the Google. I mean, they're not linked to separate companies, obviously. It's just everybody uses Baidu in China because Google is not accessible, and Baidu is a Chinese company search engine. Baidu has, well, just like Google, they have Baidu Map. So before you come here, make sure you download Baidu Map, because it can give you navigation much more detailed, precisely, basically. Because yeah, you can still use Google Map. I use it before, but now not anymore because it might make some mistakes and then you end up somewhere you were not intending to go. So that's the thing. Also, some people use Apple Map. That's also fine, but if you want precise location navigation, then Baidu Map is the best thing to use. I decided to finish my coffee here because too many things in my hand, and it's cold. Then I'm going to keep walking. Yeah. All right. See, beautiful. Okay, so there we go. This is the Baidu Map. Here you can see the location, and I'm heading towards this place, which is called the Bund of Shanghai, and that's one of the touristic locations, obviously, landmarks, and it's highly recommended that when you visit Shanghai, make sure you visit the Bund as well. I made a few videos from the Bund. Still, today is sunny and beautiful, so I'd like to show you around today as well. as you can see, Shanghai has a lot of Western style architecture as well, and obviously because of its history, you know, Shanghai was one of those important trade cities back in the day when the British Empire, the French, Americans came to China, along with Hong Kong, obviously. So some of the buildings nowadays, those buildings like built, I don't know about this one, but some of those buildings built back in those days, early 20th century, they are still here. A lot of construction going on probably, so you can see many construction trucks going back and forth. Quite noisy, but anyway, yeah, beautiful architecture if you want to come and experience yourself. And below the buildings you can usually see the sign talking about the history of the building, especially in Changning district of Shanghai. You can see a lot of them. I used to live in Changning before, and yeah, there was so many of them. 1901, like 1900s, 1930s buildings. Anyway, yeah, beautiful day, quite chilly, but let's just, yeah, keep walking here. And another thing, of course, people who work with China, they might know this. So we're going to have long Chinese New Year, Spring Festival, approximately from end of January to mid-February. So during that time, everybody goes back to their hometowns, usually really crowded period to travel across China. And also it's not recommended actually to come to China for business purposes during that period. The reason is you can't accomplish anything. Banks are closed, everybody's on holiday, factories are closed. Previously some factories took the holiday to like really like 1 month, 1.5 months previously, but now I think due to economy they are just taking 2 weeks off. And yeah, but still, you know, few days before the holiday, few days after the holiday, most people will be in holiday mood, so it's not really recommended to plan your business end of January, like until mid-February. Okay, for our company as well, we're going to take some time off, although not entirely 2 weeks, just a few days off, and then we will continue, obviously, because we have clients from all over the world. And yeah, we actually work based on their times, right? So international clients. But still, you know, we take applications, but processing for your company registration, let's say opening bank accounts, all the other like permits and licenses will be done after the holiday, most likely starting from March. But of course, if you are in rush, like you want to do the company formation non-stop, we advise you to start as soon as possible, because it takes time to legalize your documents, apostille them, by the way. China joined apostille since November last year, so you don't have to legalize company documents through the Chinese embassy anymore. What you can do, look at this beautiful architecture, by the way, behind me. Wow, amazing. What you can do now is just contact the Foreign Affairs Office of your country and apostille your documents. We have a dedicated video for that. Apostille, translate into Chinese, and then you need to contact DHL, FedEx, send them to our Shanghai office. So yeah, and then once we obtained, once we received those documents, we will start the process from March. And also I wanted to mention that from Chinese New Year onwards, the prices for our services are going up slightly, not much, but slightly. That is again due to different factors, including like inflation and also general, increase in costs in China. So we have to adjust those prices as well. So for those who have contacted us, who visited our office, and they're still like thinking whether to start, when to start their China company, we advise you start as soon as possible before we increase the prices. The prices are going to be increased after the Chinese New Year, so hurry up. Right, I want to show you this tall building. Look. How many floors you reckon? Ah, amazing. Also, I've been thinking of, like, I don't know, for the last 2 years, to go to Tanzania to do the Kilimanjaro climb. If there are any people on the channel here, audience, who are interested in climbing Kilimanjaro, send me a message. Maybe you can team up and then do it. Actually, my plan this time is February. Let's see, during this spring festival, I'm thinking of 7-day route. I believe it's Mechami route, most scenic, most common route for the acclimatization. Yeah. Anyone interested, contact me, okay, directly. It doesn't matter how many people, because right now it's myself. I'm just planning to go there. Here you can see Shanghai Pearl Tower from here. So that's why actually, planning for the hike, and then doing a lot of walking these days. It's not going to exactly prepare, I know, but still, we'll have to do a lot of walking. So that's the reason why I'm walking across, like, around Shanghai, and at the same time doing some videos. Why not? All right. Again, turning the camera. Let's see. There we go. There's a riverside, by the way. Let's visit that place as well. Yeah. North Bund Garden. Hongkou Riverside. See, that's what I'm talking about. Historic buildings. You can see the information everywhere. 1843. This is the history. Some pictures. Later you guys can Google. Okay, let me quickly show you the map as well. There, this is where we are at right now. This is Huangpu River. There we go. It's Hongkou Riverside, and look at the view. Those are all Shanghai's iconic buildings. There we go. Let's go closer to the river. Last year we came with my colleague to this area on behalf of some clients. They wanted to purchase apartment in those buildings. You can see here there are a few buildings over there in the background. So we saw some penthouses. Well, compared to like Western style or even like Singaporean, I don't know, Japan style penthouses, those are totally different. But still, the size of the apartment was approximately 300 square meters, 300, 400 square meters, massive, usually top floor with dedicated elevator inside. And guess what, how much? The apartment cost starts from $9 million and up. Yeah, nothing cheaper than that. There are some apartments, 15 million USD, 20 million USD, something like that. But I guess for that price, you can get, you know, totally different style, even much larger than these penthouses in probably New York or somewhere, I don't know. But yeah, for some people maybe the price is justified. I have no idea. Still interesting to see the difference in prices, huge difference. I don't know what kind of vessel is this. Look. Maybe fishing boat or cargo boat. So yeah, if you, this is a little information in case you want to purchase an apartment in Shanghai Riverside. Of course, talking about different sides of Shanghai, there are like 16 districts. The apartment prices vary vastly. Hard to say, like, you know, but the minimum cost, as I know, in some of the cheaper districts for studio apartment, approximately $700,000, something like that. Wow. Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of foreigners who own apartments here, villas as well. Villa costs, let's say 3-floor villa, 4 floors with 4 bedrooms, etc. Starts from 9-10 million USD upwards. Beautiful. keep walking towards the Bund. There we go. By the way, again, going back to that topic, the Kilimanjaro, Tanzania, I purchased Insta360 camera, so I'm planning to use that one, and also a GoPro 12 that I'm holding right now. Anybody's experienced in that, like that kind of style shooting, please let me know what kind of camera you recommend as your main camera. GoPro has, I've been using this for quite some time. GoPro has endurance batteries, which I'm using right now, like in extreme cold temperatures, of also like extreme hot temperatures, it can withstand and it can keep recording. What about Insta360? I have no idea yet. Camera, I'm not planning to use it as main camera, but still something to record 360 view. Yeah, it's on the way, by the way, so excited to receive it soon. It's going to arrive tomorrow, I believe, so we're going to test that as well. First, I don't know, 2 weeks before I sign up for Kilimanjaro, I want to do a lot of walking, especially with the same shoes that I will be using to climb. Because recently we received one client actually from Russia, and he's like by trade he's a doctor, surgeon, but he told us so many amazing stories. He said he's actually now professional hiker, professional climber actually. He's done Kilimanjaro, he's done Mount, what they call it, like the topest peak of Antarctica, also some of the peaks, like 7,000 plus peaks. He mentioned this thing actually. He said, I don't know if it's true or not, he said buy the shoes you want to wear during the climb and then wear it every day. Make sure you get used to it. Again, same view but still from different angle. See, a lot of these buildings, they belong to banks, financial institutions, obviously, just like Hong Kong. Yeah, you can see some of the videos of Hong Kong that I did in the channel. But yeah, very beautiful, just like Lego pieces, toys. And I believe this building is also old. Look, based on the style, I don't know. Actually, I'm thinking to do video series. I've been thinking about it quite some times. Video series about the Shanghai architecture, like different buildings, maybe include the history of those buildings. Would be an interesting topic to make a video. There we go. Beautiful. So anyway, guys, going back to that topic, let me know if interested in doing or joining me to Kilimanjaro. After Kilimanjaro, hopefully, I'm going to take some time and then go to Everest Base Camp. That's the plan. So yeah. Amazing. I wore this, I'm wearing this jacket, and it's already hot as I walk. Yeah, I think I should have worn something lighter. There's streamer. Another historic building. You can see very interesting architecture. So the Bund is over there. We just cross this bridge and go all the way to the left side there. Almost there, basically. So again, starting a company topic. Let me answer some of the questions as we walk. Common question again. They say, why Shanghai? Why not other places? Went through this before many times. Number one, obviously, is the safety. As you can see here, the atmosphere is quite safe. You don't have to really worry about it. And that's actually, this fact is not about Shanghai only. It's about any big city. There's wedding going on, a wedding photo shoot. So safety is across China, actually. Yeah. But the second factor why Shanghai is the infrastructure. It's very developed, number one, the infrastructure, and then it is the most like foreigner friendly infrastructure. I'm talking about the government's like readiness to deal with foreign owned companies, because we have mixed experience, you know. People establish their companies. Let's take a break a little bit. Establish their companies in different less developed cities of China, and obviously they come across with issues, and then they have to deal with the tax office, they have to deal with the government offices. Usually they cannot solve. I mentioned this Changsha company. They tried, you know, tried talking to the tax office, customs, about the problems they were facing. None of them were able to help. So in Shanghai, you don't have this kind of experience. That's why I recommend setting up your base head office here. If money is not an issue, then go establish subsidiaries or branches across China, like include Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Yiwu, for example, for consumer goods market, if you buy products from there. Yeah. So there's two reasons. And of course, the third one that I recommend is if you are coming to China with your family, most of the best schools for your kids are exactly here in Shanghai. Canadian, American, British, several types of, like, actually Canadian, American, and French, Japanese school. You only find it in Shanghai. Of course, Guangzhou as well, Shenzhen as well, they have, but still, the quality, I think, in Shanghai is superb. Much better than those in other regions. Judging from the teachers, judging from the you know, teaching staff, basically. So, all right, we have to go around. This way, go around this, and then turn left to the Bund side. Oh, look at this building. It's museum. China Securities Museum. I have no idea what's inside here. Maybe next time we'll come back and try to explore. So turn left from here. There's a sign here, Smart Museum. It's a garden bridge, see, 1907, December 29th, so actually, which is tomorrow. As the first long span bridge in Shanghai. Alright, so we are crossing this bridge, which was built in 1907. Wooden and steel. And view from here as well. Very beautiful city. That building, I believe, that building, I believe, also historic. A lot of people taking pictures. So yeah, I have to actually make video series, maybe, I don't know, consisting of 2-3 chapters, shooting all this beautiful, unique, historic architecture of Shanghai. And yeah, it's going to be, I think, very interesting. The view from this side, look at this, beautiful. The more I walk, the more excited I get. I'm getting, actually, because you know, I think in the last few years, safe to say, I haven't walked much. Like, I mean, most of the time it's like work related. Go to office, sit there, talk to clients, go to the bank maybe on occasion, go to tax office. That's all about it. That's it. But yeah. Now, so I want to, okay, here we go. I need to go from this side. So now I'm walking more often and I can feel that, yeah, it's indeed a good activity. As if, you know, not obvious, right? Some sort of monument here. The interesting thing is, I've been living here for so many years now, but never actually took the time and visited all these special places, which I have to do. For example, this one, I have no idea what's this, what the monument is, when it was built, no idea. Let's see. So you can see a lot of, like, here, the boardings, characters here. And yeah, another piece of information. As some of you might know, I actually made a post on the channel here, YouTube channel, showing my green card that I obtained in October, like permanent residency, one of the toughest in the world actually. We managed to get that in China. But interesting fact about it is, not many people, like local people, they know about it. Like they heard, but they don't know how to deal with it. Meaning, you visit some hotels, not all, but some of them. When you present, by law actually, you just have to present the green card. That's it, permanent residency. You don't have to present your passport anymore with this. And which I did yesterday when I booked a hotel here, from which I'm walking. And the receptionist had no idea. Says, where's your passport? I say, this is it. You have to use this. And he says, no, I need your passport. So back and forth, like, explanation. And then, yes, she did copy that. And then later found in the system, she could use that only. Yeah. Also, another issue, not an issue, it's resolved, but still. We went to the tax office to update my information for the green card. The tax office people also had no idea what to do with this, like how how are we going to update, like are we supposed to delete your passport, etc. At the end, yeah, we had to explain. They had to call somebody with more experience, and then we achieved the final desired result. Basically, the information is updated to the green card with the Chinese name. So basically my tax records entirely in Chinese now, with my Chinese name. Then banks, same thing. So I guess it depends on the staff experience level. Some of the stuff they don't know, some of them more experienced, easily understood, and did what needs to be done. That's it. So here we go. This is actually the Bund, guys. Customs of China. Historic building here. This is where you get customs permit, import and export. This is the government department that issues that. ICBC also, world's largest bank with 6+ trillion assets USD. So yeah, so all historic buildings. This is the Bund area that I was talking about. So we arrived basically. Usually during holiday times this place is quite crowded. New Year, even Christmas, like a lot of people were celebrating. Although yeah, the local people don't celebrate much, but the youngsters, just to, you know, join the kind of global vibe, so to speak, they do. They come out to these city centers, and there are some like fireworks, etc. Oops. There we go. It's a good place to walk. And from here, I think from there, like across the road, you can take a left turn and go to People Square. People Square is one of those important landmarks, important places for visitors of Shanghai. Quite touristic, very long street, pedestrian street. Yeah, it was extended, by the way, during pandemic. They closed some of the roads, they extended the pedestrian street, People Square, to another few kilometers. Let's just go closer to the river.